to my iPad. So we are live, hopefully. I actually can't tell. We're live, but my iPad is not, which is concerning because this is a relatively brand new iPad. And I am concerned that even though I just charged it not too long ago, it is not working. And so what I do normally is I'll use this iPad to live stream to TikTok. That's really the only thing I use it for. Anyway, hello. Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if you can see me. Please comment where you're from. I'd appreciate it. Hey, Bristol, how's it going? I can't stream. Hey, did you ever figure out your links to send over to me? I am very upset right now. I'm not very upset. I'm kind of upset. My iPad, which is relatively new, I've only had it for a year or so. Bahama is awesome. I've only had it for a little while and it's not turning on. The battery's not dead because I just charged it. Yeah, ClickFunnels can be a problem. Los Angeles, awesome. So what I want to do today, and kind of like we do all the time, let's build a business together. So throw out some niche ideas, and what we can do is we'll build out something that's custom, and I'll help you get up and running. So if you've been on the fence about starting an online business, you want to get started, you don't know where to get started, simply comment with your niche or an area that you're interested in. If we don't get any audience participation, I'll come up with a niche of my own, and we'll go from there. So if you have a niche, if you have been on the fence about starting an online business and you want to get help, now's the time to do it. Comment your niche down below and we'll build something custom for you. I'll help you find, well, basically what you see on the screen here is what we're going to do. So like the niche, sub niche, all of that stuff is what we're going to do. So if you, shirts, what kind of shirts? That's an interesting one. What kind of shirts? Caribbean smoothies. That's a very interesting one. Betting. Betting for like rich people, betting for the common man. What type of betting? It's interesting. I am determined to find this link. Okay, good. Tell me, give me some direction with betting, because betting is interesting. So what I do, if I have no idea what you guys are talking about, for example, betting, shirts, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to Amazon and I'm going to type in school and parks and recreation. I'm going to type in betting, right? And so the first thing I want to do, people love shirts that say Los Angeles, master screen prints. It all makes sense now. So if I have no idea where to start, I'm going to start with the end and work my way backwards. So that's a pro tip. If you don't know where to start at the end and work your way backwards. So we're talking about betting, and betting is a part of, like, are you talking about this type of betting? Tara or Tara? Are you talking about this type of betting or something else that I'm way off base? But what I would do is I'm going to find the most popular products, average customer review. 5-star and up, of course. If there's a bunch of people that are already making shirts about Los Angeles, affordable, cool fabrics. So what I would do is work backwards. I'm going to copy this. I'm going to put it right into YouTube. Now with betting, what's the bigger problem you're trying to solve? Now it's one thing to create content about betting. So as you can see here, people are actually asking questions and looking up information about this type of betting. What is the larger problem that you're trying to solve? Because you don't want to just create content for betting. You want to, because I feel like that's a short-term kind of proposition. Are you trying to help people sleep better? What's the overall, how is this going to be more than just a commodity? Is basically where I'm going. Because if we just create content on betting, that's a commodity. If for Caribbean smoothies, what's the end game? Are you trying to help people diet better? Are you trying to help people lose weight? What's the affordable and cooling? Okay. Affordable and cooling. So people that need cooling for their bedding, are they having trouble sleeping? What is the end game? Now it's great that you're starting at the lower level at bedding, but let's kind of broaden where we're going with this so that we can make more money over a longer period of time. Because if we just create content about bedding, eventually you're going to run out of people to sell to. However, sleep with energy fiber for better sleep. But why do they need better sleep? So start thinking about that. Anyway, master screen prints. Everybody's making t-shirts about Los Angeles. Better sleep, better circulation. Why do they need better sleep and better circulation? Los Angeles t-shirt. Speaking of that, they fired their coach. The Chargers did. T-shirts. So Tara or Tara, keep asking why. Okay, so they're older. Like, why is this important? Because we want to try and figure out, we want to do two things. We want to try and figure out who our target audience is, and we want to try and figure out all of the different ways to help them. Because if we can figure out all of the different ways to help them, we can build a real business. If we're just targeting people that want betting, I think that's a short-term game plan. We want to think larger. People most likely aren't going to just only want to join our mailing list because we're going to have them get better betting. Maybe helping them sleep better could be one of those things. Like we could create a lead magnet, like how to improve circulation, how millennials can improve poor circulation with a better night's sleep. So start thinking about that. We want to think a little bit larger than that. Now, again, it's great that we're looking at betting because we can create content at this level. Let me see if I can find a more popular bed here. So this one, better health. Okay, great. So this, I think we just clicked on this one. Any other ideas out there that we could, and we're going to go into category. Yeah, I think it's under home betting. And you'll be surprised. Let's do betting sets. You'll be surprised that people will just find one of these comforter sets like this, and they'll just copy the name and they'll paste it right over into YouTube. This is Amazon, but they'll paste it right over into YouTube. Bear Home Comforter. So 1,000 views, 151 views, 35 views. So people are looking this up. Down versus down alternative comforters. This is interesting. So this is one way to start seeing if people are interested in this type of content. What I would also do too is see if they have like a collection. Let's see, betting. Show more. So what I want to look for with Target is when they hire people to put their names on their clothing or apparel or whatever to create certain collections, because people want to search those collections like this. Yeah, let's try this one. What is the name of this? Hearth and Hand. Let's try that. So look at this. 18,000 views. People are looking up this type of bedding. New Target home decor. Target home haul. So what you could do, Tara or Tara, you could create an entire niche about sleeping. You could do that. And that would be kind of like more general. And if we're thinking about this, and I just want to write this down real quick, keyword. Yeah, Magnolia is a popular brand. We can do, so I did a video a couple days ago talking about the different types of content to create. And so what we can do, I don't think I want to do that just yet. I'm trying to figure out the best way to do this. So if we go back here, we can talk about the different types of beds. So, types of beds. We can do like, we can do different types of comforters. Comfort. There's an interesting one thing that I really like to do if I have no idea. Tara. Okay. I wasn't sure. I've met people that are Tara. I've met people that are Tara, and they've spelled it the exact same way. So I try not to be wrong. And so I was just going to keep saying both until forever. If I don't know what to do or where to go, I'm going to go to Google and I can just type in bedding glossary. And so what we can do here, and this is really interesting. I want to be in the circulation business. That's interesting. That changes things a lot. So instead of just looking up bedding, we can do like how to improve circulation. And so, Tara, this is much different than just talking about bedding. So this is much better. This could provide a better path to success. And so what we're going to do, if I have no idea what to talk about, I can grab the URL for this web page, and I can paste it right into Site Explorer, and we can get some ideas for keywords. Another thing that we can also do, and I started to do this, is we can do like circulation glossary, or circulation problems. Circulation problems, we can also do like symptoms of poor circulation, because most people will not know that circulation is the issue. They're going to go to their doctor and say, I feel like I got pins and needles on my skin, or my fingers and toes are cold. And so what you could do is you could create content around those things and say one of your issues might be poor circulation. Does that make sense? Let me know if I'm on the right track. How to fix bad circulation. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you all sorts of different things that could help you start a business. So the first thing is glossary of circulatory system. This might not work because this is talking to doctors and nurses and people in healthcare. So this might not be the best way to go. But normally you can look up a glossary of terms and get an idea of words people are searching that ultimately mean the same thing. So let's get some order here and get some structure. On that web page that we went to, these are all the different keywords that web page ranks for. On the left-hand side, we have the keyword. The volume is the number of times it's searched per month. The KD is the keyword difficulty, so how hard it would be for a new website to rank, or a website that doesn't have any authority. And then the other stuff we don't really care about. Cost per click would be if you want to run paid ads. Traffic means how many visits this web page gets based on this keyword. Stuff we don't really care about right now. But what we can do, and this is kind of where you jump down a rabbit hole, is we can click on this keyword, and then we can go down and we can look at other websites that also rank for that keyword. And then ultimately, we can find a bunch domain ranking. I want to look at this one. This one's really important. We can find a bunch of other keywords. So the reason why I clicked on this one, and this is a paid keyword research tool, the other websites that rank in the top 10 of the search results are like high domain. So Healthline, very powerful website. ClevelandClinic.org, very powerful website. Medical News Today, very powerful website. And then we've got this website here, preferredvasculargroup.com, which is not a powerful website at all. In fact, where are we here? Let's grab this. What I want to do is I want to take a look at this entire website. Looking at this entire website, okay, so they're a clinic probably, but I want to look at all of these different keywords. Tara, where and how would you plan on creating content? Where would you create your content? Would you use like YouTube? Would you do a blog? Would you do Instagram? Now, this tiny little website ranks for 5,000 keywords. Would you do TikTok? No. What's interesting is some of these keywords are not competitive at all. Some of these are very competitive in their ranking. Now, what you have to do, and I guess the question that I should ask you before we keep going is, are you looking to target people? I just started YouTube. Hey, great for starting a YouTube. Are you looking to target people that are experiencing these symptoms? Is that what the plan is, Tara? Henry Ford Clinic. Now, I must caution you that because this is a medical niche, it's going to be really competitive, and it'll be really challenging for you to rank if you start a blog. You would probably have a little bit better opportunity if you did a TikTok video or if you did YouTube. If you did a YouTube's, for example, like how to improve circulation is going to be really competitive. Blog, Instagram, Pinterest. So I would do blogging and Pinterest. If you're going to blog, I would also do Pinterest as well, because unless you have a background in health, you're going to run into some challenges. So if we look at this, how to improve circulation, these people are all, it appears to be medical professionals of some sort. But let's take a look and see what's going on over on Pinterest. Now, the reason why I'm diving deep into this part first, and I usually wait a little while before doing this, is simply because you want to make sure that this is viable for you. You don't want to just jump in and then realize after 6 months of working hard on your blog, let's do improve circulation. Jumping in, oh, I got to do all pens. Why? I don't know why it defaults to my pens. So what's interesting is that you could do Pinterest. It looks like people are looking it up. In fact, what I would do is I want to look at these websites. So I'm going to go to this website. I want to look and see how big this website is. Copy this. Working with a vein specialist, but we want to educate broadly. Okay, so that works. Good. So so we can proceed then. If you are working with a vein specialist. So what's really interesting, what I really love about Pinterest is that this tiny little website ranks at the top of Pinterest for 10 warning signs of poor blood circulation. They would never rank for this word organically on Google, but because they're taking advantage of Pinterest, it gives them an opportunity. So we're going to take a look at this website as a whole. Okay. Vitamin brands to avoid. I want to see. Let's see. Okay, so this tiny, this tiny little website, quote unquote tiny little website, ranks for 15,000 keywords. And I bet you a lot of the traffic they get is simply because they've got Pinterest pins up. And so they're writing apparently about all sorts of stuff. So what I would do, Tara, and this is for anybody, and right here is where they kind of lost some ranking because I'm sure that their health dipped. Ever so often, Google will change its rankings, and this is probably where the health they made the health switch come in. But what I would do is I would create, for every Pinterest pin that you, or for every blog post that you write, I'd create 10 Pinterest pins, and I would use I'd use an app called Tailwind to help you schedule them out. Okay, but I think another really good thing that you guys could do, because you're working with a specialist, is find people over on social media. So you could say, let me find my here. Like you could say, hey, if you are experiencing pins and needles, hey, you could start off your video like, hey, you ever get that feeling of pins and needles on your skin? It's something that you need to take a look at. Pins and needles could be a sign of poor circulation. Poor circulation can lead to this, can lead to that. So that I think social media could be a really good opportunity to reach a broader audience. Now, one of the biggest misconceptions out there is that TikTok is for the kids. Everybody's on TikTok. There's over a billion monthly users. Everybody's on TikTok, but it's only the kids that are posting. So, you could create a video like, hey, if you are having chest pain, don't ignore it. It could be a sign of poor circulation. And if you're experiencing poor circulation, this is what you need to do. Maybe you need to get better bedding. 5 ways to reduce the numbness in your fingers, type of thing. And so, what was I doing? I'm going to do pins and needles. No, let's do cold fingers and toes. So I'm just going to copy this and I'm just going to paste it right into TikTok. Now you could do this with YouTube Shorts as well and Instagram videos. But look at this. So cold fingers and toes. This guy has 97,000 views, 539,000 views. So there are people on TikTok that are interested in this type of information. So this is where you need to be, right? It's great that you start a blog, and you might use a blog to nurture your target audience. But if you're looking to attract new people, I would go out and start looking at doing social media so that you can attract more people. Again, where's my thing here? So again, symptoms. Hey, if show a picture of veins bulging, say if this is you or a relative, you need to go see a doctor, or you probably have poor circulation. Hey, you probably have poor circulation if you've smoked longer than 3 years. Start with Pinterest and TikTok. So I would, you can do both, and you can actually repurpose your TikTok videos. Hi, in the UK, anytime so I would do TikTok and then repurpose the videos onto Pinterest as well, is how I would go about it. So you could, and you know your audience pretty well, hopefully. What I would do is, where is it? Online whiteboard. So this is what I would do. If I was working with a specialist, I would create videos like this. Now, these can be TikTok, Instagram, Pinterest, YouTube Shorts. You're welcome. So I would do this, create video content. And then I would send them to a landing page with, maybe 10 signs. You have, what's our 10 signs you have poor circulation, or 10 ways to reduce poor circulation, to improve poor circulation. So I'd create a landing page with a headline, a subheadline, a name for the email, a space for the email, a space for the name, and then a submit button. Whoops. Ooh, that's an ugly one. Let's get out of there. So we can do that like this. And so what they're going to do is the people that say, hey, yeah, I or my cousin have poor circulation, they're going to enter in their name and their email. And then you're going to start email marketing. Email marketing is going to be the best way to be successful. Now, I don't know what your business model is, but email marketing will help improve whatever business you've got going on. If you're selling books or courses, or having people come in for consultations, email marketing is going to be a great way to do it. And so after that, this is your landing page. This is a thank you page that they're going to see directly after. And this thank you page is either going to be like a book that you're selling, or if you're doing affiliate marketing, you could recommend different products. But this is going to be a way to make some money on the front end. Okay. Only about between 15 and 20% of the people that reach this page are going to buy from you. So this isn't going to be where you make a lot of your money. You're going to make all of your money right here in email marketing. Okay. And so what I would do is I would come over to sites, and I'm going to ask ChatGPT to make this go a little bit faster. And you said, what did you say our niche is? Our niche is poor circulation. Okay. So our niche is poor circulation. We're going to say, I work with people that experience poor circulation. Create list 10 lead magnet ideas. And so what we're going to do is I'm actually going to build this out right in Gbolt Systems. If you join Gbolt Systems, you get access to this landing page that I'm going to build out, as well as all of these other ones for free. As soon as you sign up for the 2-week free trial, you get instant access to this. So what you do is you go over to Builder. I'm just going to build a quick form here real quick. And if I go too fast, all of this is on replay in the various places. What is this? Go back. Add form, start from scratch. Why are you doing this? Let's get rid of this. We'll get rid of this, and we'll get rid of this. And so let us come over here. So what we could do is we could put together a checklist, 10 habits for better blood flow. I don't know if that would be great, because we are approaching people that might not be aware that poor circulation is their problem. So we're just going to give it a little bit better information. Let's see. Our audience is coming from social media and are not problem aware yet. List 10 more ideas. And so hopefully it gives us more ideas. So we could do infographic, social media challenge. So maybe we do an ebook. I personally like checklists and maybe planners because they're more actionable. We could even do just do a straight newsletter that works. Weekly wellness tips, that works as well. I personally like. I prefer workbooks, planners, or checklists. And so it's going to give us some ideas. Now, the reason why I'm doing that is because I'm going to put whatever we decide on the landing page to let people know what they're going to get. So your personal guide to better health, maybe circulation wellness planner. Okay, so we're just going to go with these summer winter circulation tips, maybe. Okay, so let's just pick one so that we're not here all day. So maybe we go with the circulation wellness planner. All right. So we're going to go with that. We're going to come back over to Gbolt Systems, and I'm going to say, yes, send me my planner. All right, we've got that. We've got that. And then I'm just going to call this circulation. Circulation. All right, so everything looks good right now. Hit save. Any questions so far? And if I'm going too fast, let me know. All of this is recorded, and so you can always just go back and watch it. So what we're going to do real quick is we're going to build out our funnel, new funnel, and I'm going to call this circulation like this. Create. And then, yep, circulation, add step, and I'm just going to call this a landing page like this. Click create. And again, you can do all of this for free, 2-week free trial with Gbolt Systems. You can build out all sorts of landing pages, unlimited landing pages. So we're going to do wide, add row, 1 column, add element, and I like to do the little subheading first, and I just do like free. Where are we at here? We're going to do free. Whoops, free circulation wellness planner, and then we're going to do headline. When I do my headlines, I do how to do X in Y without Z. So how to do X is maybe improve circulation in time frame without some pain point. Okay. And so I might say something like how to improve circulation. Oh my goodness. Circulation. Oh, that doesn't look right. Doesn't feel right. Okay, what's right? How to improve circulation in, I don't know, let's say 14 days without, what's a pain point that those people have? Without maybe seeing a doctor. Seeing a doctor. Now, obviously, you could change this as is. The other thing I like to do is I like to go over to Discord like this. Open up Discord. I'm going to close that. Midjourney is an AI creator, and I like to do imagine old person, old woman. There we go. And so Discord's going to give us an older woman, and we're going to, while that's working, I'm going to come down here, do 2 columns. Over here is going to be our image. Over here is going to be our form. So we're going to say something like, enter your best name and email address to get instant access to our free circulation wellness planner. Now you can actually create this circulation wellness planner for free over in Canva. I'm not going to do that because I don't have an eye for design. That's probably my biggest, according to me, depending on who you ask, that's probably my biggest shortcoming is I don't have an eye for design. I'm very kind of like binary like that. Like pretty things aren't that important to me. And so we're just going to put in that circulation thing right there. And then we are going to come back over to Discord. Oof. Let's do imagine older woman realistic. Any questions so far? Let's see. While that's working, let us hit save one time, and I'm going to call this circulation planner. Okay, update metadata. And really, this is all you need for a landing page. You cute to be too much, because the more stuff you have on your landing page, the more distracted your target audience is going to get. And if they're distracted, they're not going to buy anything or enter in their email. So let's see what Discord has done for us. Do you guys like any of these? Pick one, 1, 2, 3, or 4. We could even do like imagine, and you're going to be really shocked by this, poor circulation. So let me know if you like any of these ones that we looked at, 1, 2, 3, or 4. If not, we're going to look at the poor circulation and see what Midjourney comes up with. While that's working, we're going to come back over to ChatGPT and say we are giving away 4 and 3. Okay. We are giving away a circulation wellness planner. Please create a 10-day email sequence where the first email we give away the planner. Tell our readers to white label our email address and reply, got it, got them, got it, because got it if they were able to download it. Is the landing page within your website? The landing page is in Gbolt Systems. But what you could do is you could embed this into your website. So if you had a blog, you could embed this portion right here into your blog and say, hey, if you want your free circulation wellness planner, enter in your name and your email. Found it. Good, Bristol. Send me an email. So this is what the poor circulation looks like. All right, so let me know 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Which are the ones that you want? Which are the ones do you like the best? Whatever one you like the best, I'll put it right in there, and you'll be able to and you'll have it. So let me know 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so while you guys are coming up with an answer, let's take a look and see what ChatGPT says. Oh, one other thing I recommend when you guys are writing, make sure that you tell it to write at a lower level. You don't want your AI to write too smart. So we could say something like rewrite email 1 at a 9th grade level. All right, so that's going to rewrite that. Number 8. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So number 3 and number 8. 1, 2, 3. All right, so what we would do is let's just do number 3 real quick. We're going to click on that. We're going to click save image as, and I'm just going to do like 11111 so I can find it. We're going to come back over to Gbolt Systems. We're going to put this image in and upload it. Desktop 11111, open, upload file, click save. And then if we look at this on our cell phone, this is how it would look on a cell phone. Just like that. That's how it looks on a desktop. Saved it. All right, so the final step for us would be to connect our emails. And to connect our emails, the next step, let me go back in here and do one thing. I'm sorry, I'm all over the place. All right, so one last thing that we have to do is, all right. So once they click submit, we want them to go to the next step in our funnel. On the next step, canceling key. On the next step is our thank you page. So on our thank you page, we're going to say, thank you for entering your name and your email. Check your email for your free thing. Thank you page. And then you can say, oh, by the way, while you're waiting, read this blog post, check out our book that we're selling, whatever that next thing is. Tara, what's that next thing for you guys? What's that thing that you're selling, your low ticket thing? So we're going to do wide again, add row, add element. We're going to say, whoa. Uh-oh. Why does that look like that? Swipe left to close. All right, there we go. Sorry about that, TikTok. We're going to say thank you. Your, what do we call this? Circulation Wellness Planner is on the way. Hold that. Then we are going to hit the plus sign one more time. We're going to say, please check your spam/promotions folder. Okay. And then we can actually do, we could do a new section here. And then this is where we could sell our thing. We could say, we're going to do one column row here. Let's do a sub headline, and we could say, while you wait, ... check out this thing that I'm selling. Check out my ebook. And then again, you're going to get about 20%, up to 20% of the people that get to that page to buy. Circulation checklist. Okay. So what I would do here is I would have, this would be your sales page to your checklist or ebook. So like while you wait, and then that's when you start your sales copy. Okay. So now that we have that out of the way, let's go back over. We have done our lead magnet, landing page, our autoresponder. Let me show you what that looks like real quick. I'm just going to save this. And we're going to say this is going to be called our thank you page, like this. Update metadata, save it one more time. We're going to come back over here. And come on. We would go up to automation. And we're going to create a workflow. And this workflow is actually going to send out the emails that we just had ChatGPT build for us. So the first trigger that we are going to add is a form submission, like this. Add filter, form is circulation. So anytime someone enters their name and their email, they're automatically going to get added to this autoresponder. And I'm just going to call this circulation, like that. Hit the plus sign. We're going to do email like this, send email. Come back over to ChatGPT. Now, when it comes to ChatGPT, don't just blindly send these off. Make sure that you are reading them and making sure they sound like you. Okay? Because when you create content, especially with social media, they're going to be looking for stuff that sounds like you. All right? So I'm just going to do a couple of these to show you how simple it is. I'm going to change this here to first name like this. And then again, read through it, make sure it makes sense. Save action. We're going to wait a day before sending off another email like this. Wait one day like that. Click save action. And then we're going to send off another email. Send email, ChatGPT. And I'm going to say write email to. Be sure to write at a 9th grade level. Again, read through this, change it where necessary. Don't just blindly send this stuff off. Let's see. And the other thing you can do too is you can actually, let me see. How many emails should you put in your workflow? I would start with maybe a 5 or 7 day sequence. Do a 5 or 7 day sequence. You can do longer. In fact, one of mine is like a 20 or 30 day sequence. But what I do, and you guys are getting to see behind the curtain, is what I do is Anytime I have a broadcast email that does well, I put that at the end of my autoresponder sequence. So like one of the emails that I sent out that did very well was an email that I talked about stepping over dollars to pick up pennies. And basically the email says, people that look for shortcuts to make money online, instead of doing the work and putting the work in up front to make dollars, they'll skip over that and they'll do survey sites. They'll try and make money watching ads. And then that's when they make the pennies. And so that got a lot of positive response. And so I just add that to the end of my autoresponder sequence. Also, too, if I've got a YouTube video that I know is really helpful, I'll throw that on the end as well. So you can start off with a 5 or 7 day sequence and then just keep adding to it at the end. But that's a really good question. So what was I doing? Oh, let's go back over to do one more email here so that you guys can see what this looks like. Again, read through it, make sure that it sounds like you and it has your personality. You'll also know too that when I send out my emails, sometimes there's spelling errors. Sometimes there's grammatical errors. I don't fix them because I'm sending emails to people that I'm familiar with, to a friend or a buddy. Okay, so I'm just going to do those two for now so that you can see that. We have our autoresponder done. Broadcast emails are one-off emails that you send off when you have new information. So if you created a new YouTube video, if you created a new blog post, if you created a new TikTok and you want them to check it out, you send off a broadcast email and say, hey, look, I just uploaded a new helpful piece of content. Go check it out. And that's going to help you start being seen in the algorithm. That's going to help you start ranking for stuff, which is really cool. Traffic. Traffic basically means where are you going to get your content? As I mentioned to Tara, I think that she should do TikTok, oh my goodness, TikTok, Pinterest, Instagram, I'll just do IG, and YouTube Shorts. I think you should be on all of those. And the cool thing is you can upload to TikTok, and there's software out there that repurposes to everything else. In fact, Gbolt Systems allows you to upload. If you look under marketing, you can see that you can actually connect Facebook, Instagram. If you have a local business, Google My Business, LinkedIn, X or Twitter, and TikTok. So you could actually upload right from this platform. You can do everything in one place. Okay. You could manage contacts. You can set appointments. You can have people pay you for appointments. Everything is in this one place. And again, there is a 2-week free trial if you go to gboltsystems.com. But this could be your one-stop shop to get everything done. No more jumping around to 15 different places or 3 different places to have stuff done. Everything's in one place. Okay. So let's go back over here. We do TikTok, Pinterest, IG. Now, the cool thing is if you're doing social media, most people on social media aren't looking up, I've got poor circulation. People on social media are looking up symptoms or problems that they're experiencing, which is really interesting. Like here, do you have cold fingers and toes? People that have cold fingers and toes are going to say, yeah, that's me. And they're going to say, if you have cold fingers and toes, it's probably because you've got poor circulation. Here's the result if you don't take care of that poor circulation in X amount of time. It could result to bigger issues. And obviously, you know what those bigger issues are. And so I think that you could do very well on TikTok. This has been great. Thank you. You're welcome. And so if you go the blogging route, that's going to be really competitive. TikTok will put you in front of people. And I think you could be successful there. Let's go back over here. And so basically, you're just going to make the content. Now, one thing that I've been really trying to work on when it comes to creating content on social media is getting people to have a feeling, to have an emotion. Okay. So back in the day when TikTok was easy, you could just create content like 3 reasons why your feet hurt or something along those lines. But now you've got to actually kind of work and be good at content creation. So you might want to say something like, if you let those what was one of our symptoms go? Symptom. What's a symptom? All right. So if you, where did my symptoms go? I had it. Give me a symptom real quick. Symptom. Here we go. So if you let the numbness in your fingers go on for too long, you're going to be in for some real trouble. If your skin has felt like pins and needles for longer than 3 weeks, that's a sign that you might, and then, say the bad thing that they don't want. If you are concerned about checking out early and you are experiencing cold fingers and toes, this could be your issue. And by checking out early, hopefully you understand what I mean. But again, what you're going to want to do, what you're going to try and do is you want to try and invoke some sort of emotion. And this goes for anything, because if you can evoke emotion, you're going to get people to hang around a little bit longer. And if you can get people to hang around a little bit longer, you are going to trigger the algorithm, and then you can get more views, you can get more people onto your mailing list, and you can ultimately make more money. But that's what I would do. Okay. Your keyword research is, and you should probably know this, your keyword research is going to be figuring out what the symptoms are and figuring out what happens if they go untreated. If you smoked longer than 5 years and you have numbness in your extremities, don't say extremities because that's kind of too smart, and you have numbness in your pinky toe, run, don't walk to see a doctor, because that's a sign, could be a sign of something major, is how I would kind of phrase it. And you want to get people to take some sort of action. Any questions out there? Questions, comments, concerns? Does anybody disagree with what I've been saying so far? Now, TikTok, I haven't actually been able to see over here because my iPad's dead. I don't like that. That's not so great. This is the iPad. This is the iPad with the M1 chip in it. So like this is new. And that's really bothersome to me, that this iPad, and it's like, usually if the battery's dead, it'll flash dead, but it's not even doing that. So that's a problem. It's problematic. All right. So do you guys have any questions about building a business? Do you guys have any questions about G-Bolt Systems? Because G-Bolt Systems, hopefully I've been able to demonstrate it. It's my product. Hopefully I've been able to demonstrate that it is a one-stop shop for all of your internet marketing needs. You can create unlimited number of sales pages and funnels. The blog is not working just yet. That's something that's going to be coming down the pipe a little bit later. But, it is your one-stop shop. You could create unlimited number of automations. As you can see, these are a number of automations that are already preloaded into your account. Once you join G-Bolt Systems, and you do get a 2-week free trial. The marketing, as I mentioned, you can have all of your conversations in one place. That includes text and email. I'm currently in the money motivation niche, and I'm only getting 20-30 views on Instagram after posting 100 reels. Is it because the niche is saturated, or what am I doing wrong? Without knowing and looking at your content, I couldn't make a good recommendation. I don't know. I don't have an answer for you, unfortunately. I can't tell you what's going wrong. What I would say is, what are the major players in that space already doing? What are they doing that you're not doing? And how can you improve on that? Is everyone doing video and you're doing static posts? Yeah, I'm really upset about this. This is a newish iPad. And so guess what? This is a perfect example of how you can solve problems and make money online. Okay, so my iPad's not turning on. What am I going to do? I'm going to go to the internet and I'm going to say, iPad isn't turning on. Okay, someone's created a piece of content, but I think it's the iPad Pro. I'm going to say iPad Pro isn't turning on. Okay? If your iPad won't turn on or is frozen. But look at this. People have created a video with step-by-step guides on how to solve it. iPad Pro not turning on, Apple. But look at this one. iPad Pro won't turn on, 5 solutions to get it fixed. I guarantee you one of the solutions is going to be to buy a new iPad. So they've even created a YouTube video. Let's see. One of the solutions, brand new iPad, won't turn on. So they're creating content to solve a problem. That's all making money online is. Identifying one problem and creating content to solve that problem. That's it. And then recommending a solution. So maybe the solution is to take it to a local dealer or to buy a new iPad. Now, I've got to do some research to get this thing turned on, but this is a perfect example of what internet marketing is. Identify a problem. I'm sure millions of people wake up one day and their iPad won't turn on, and now they've got to figure out how to solve this problem. And depending on how big of the problem is, they might decide it's not worth my time. I might just go buy a new one. So yeah. Any questions? I'm gonna have to spend some time figuring this out. Quickly press the volume button closest to the top. Any questions? We've been on for about 56 minutes. Usually an hour is my limit. I start to get a little loopy and not make sense. So if you guys don't have any questions, I'm going to go ahead and let you off a couple minutes early. But being successful online, making money online is literally just finding one problem and solving that problem over and over and over again. It's boring, it's tedious, but it can be insanely profitable if you just stick to it. Okay? Ask yourself, if you're struggling to be successful online, are you actually solving problems, or are you just making content in hopes that somebody clicks on it? My guess is if you're not getting a lot of views, you're probably just making content that doesn't actually help anybody. So ask yourself that. Next time before you upload that piece of content, is what I'm uploading helpful, or am I just throwing stuff out there and hoping something sticks? And if you're just throwing stuff out there, stop doing that and start finding solutions, because there's enough junk on the internet, but there is not enough helpful information. Find the reel you've gotten the most engagement on, then replicate that reel with one added detail. See if that grabs more attention. That's another good idea. Another good idea. All right, guys, I'm going to go eat dinner. You guys have a good weekend, and we will see you tomorrow.